So today I'm starting my review of the Spitfire Formula 4 99A Classic at 54 millimeters. So this is a bigger wheel than I typically like to ride. And after trying the 54 millimeter lock-ins, I was really not in a rush to try another 54 millimeter wheel because I just simply could not skate well technically on the lock-ins. So I'm actually quite pleasantly surprised to have noticed that I immediately skate considerably better on the classic shape in 54 millimeter than on the, geez, there's a bunch of really aggressive bike bell jinglers in the background. But anyways, I was immediately surprised to see how much better I skate on the classic shape than I do on the lock-ins. And I'm actually finding them pretty manageable. I'm noticing an increase in pop, but it's sort of like a gross pop, not a fine, like deft pop. And I'm also noticing an increase in the smoothness of the ride. However, once I get onto rough asphalt, it's nowhere near as smooth as the lock-ins or I suppose a conical would be. But let's do a little flat ground on these at first to show that I can actually still manage these pretty well while skating an 8.25 deck. So this is the low pro with the pretty aggressive kicks. I've got some Thunder 149s on here and some, you know, pretty big 54 millimeter wheels, and I'm able to still manage it quite well. You can definitely see me struggling with those a little bit, but I can get up there. So I'm actually enjoying these. This deck is like 32 inches long with the big wide trucks, and I'm finding that these wheels are more proportionate to this setup. So I'm having to work pretty hard, but the yield is pretty good. I was not looking forward to putting these on or not knowing what setup I would put them on, but I may actually keep them on because I'm surprised at how much I'm actually enjoying them. I haven't actually spent a lot of time on 99A wheels, so I didn't have a lot to compare it to, but now that I've been riding them a lot, one of the things I have noticed is that 99A is not particularly slidey. So I have been sticking quite a lot and needing to wax the underside of ledges quite a bit in order to get my wheels to slide. And I'm going to give you guys a quick example. I've got these here, and I've also got these bones that are supposedly 103A, but as we know, or as some people know, that the hardness scales are actually like way off between manufacturers. I haven't put any wax on this yet, and I'm going to start off on the bones wheels. Now let's try the 99A Spitfires. Now I'll go really fast and just push really hard. Get a little wax on here. So as you can see, you just got to work around it with carrying some wax on you. Ow. Well, they're hot, but is there any flat spots? Try riding them on this smooth asphalt. I can't feel anything. wow, I am impressed with the Formula 4s, honestly, and even the green ones. So it seems the dye, the tint in them, didn't actually affect how well they perform in terms of resisting flat spots. So this ground is so sandpapery, it's like it's cat scratching the heck out of them, and I can kind of feel it when I'm riding them now, but no flat spot. And I actually thought that these classics were gonna flat spot on this ground, but I haven't, so I'm really impressed. So I've had a good time on these wheels. I skated them for a solid month, which is testament to the fact that the shape matters a lot. The fact that I skated a 54mm without actually complaining very much tells me that the classic shape, even though it gets a little bit wider, the classic shape works really nicely as it goes up in size because it still maintains that small contact patch. Now, the one downside to that is they wear down faster than something like a conical or a lock-in because the surface area is smaller. However, as they've gone down in size, that contact patch has gotten wider and these are starting to behave a little bit more and more like a wider wheel. So, as usual, I'm always impressed with the high quality of a Formula 4. I mean, I can't flat spot them. They slide great, although the 99A is arguably a little bit stickier. And I think as that contact patch widens, it gets a little bit stickier too. But still, a great wheel. This is the first time I've ever ridden colored wheels since my first setup. My first wheels were Powell Jelly Ball 39mm back in 1993. Anyways, first time on green wheels. I've liked these. I don't think I'm going to stop riding them, but I think they're going to go onto a bowl setup because I liked how they felt on transition so much, the way they come on and off coping so easily, and they're big enough that I get lots of speed. They're nice on rough-ish ground, you know, like asphalt that's a little bit crusty, but once it gets more, I mean, get a conical or a lock-in because if you have rough ground, you need that wider surface, and these don't have it. These just are a good wheel that you're able to still skate a little bit tech on while being a bit bigger. And maybe that's the reason that they're the classic wheel, classic shape, because they work well for a lot of things for a lot of people. I would say though that in general, Spitfires, the yellowness of the ones that aren't colored, definitely the least photogenic wheel out there, but so far they have my favorite performance. So again, thanks for watching you guys. Until the next video.